Conversations with Kenni. It's your boy GT, the guitar man.
Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Conversations with Kenni, your number one issue-based podcast in the land. So today on the show, I have my friends here. They're all looking pink, all looking gege, Oshe, chop, knuckle. Now no cargo is me now, yeah.
Hi.
Okay, so today on the show, I have with me wonderful people. I have Amos. Amos is an OAP media personality. I have Esther is the founder of Imole. Not Imole. I have here Taiwo and the founder of Singles of Honor, relationship coach, author, and everything in between. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome. Say thank you again.
Thank you.
So today we're talking about first dates palava. First date palava. So, people make a lot of mistakes on first dates, and we have Amos here to give us the basketballs angle to it, and we have my experts to give us an expert opinion. So, Coach Taiwo wants to share an experience. Okay, you read it online, and let's start with you.
All right, so thank you for having us again.
Yes. See, person, the only person.
Thank you for having us.
The story is about a guy and a lady. They went on the first date, and getting to the venue of where they were to meet. The lady, she loved the ambience, everything, and then she quickly want to do the normal ladies do. She wanted to take some pictures, and while taking pictures, her own phone camera wasn't that okay, and she requested that the guy should give her his own phone. No, the guy should snap her.
Okay.
So
with whose phone?
With the guy's phone, and the phone was actually a iPhone 13 Pro Max. Don't forget to let me do the math, the amount of the phone. So the guy snapped, took some shots, and the lady looked at her and said, "Oh no, my leg wasn't well positioned, and this and that." So a lady was behind her on the staircase, and she requested that the lady should please help snap her with the guy's 13 Pro Max iPhone.
Yeah.
And then, so while the lady was taking the shots, the excitement, the everything, and then the guy too came to join her. Both of them were standing at the staircase. So with the twinkling of an eye, the lady that was snapping just disappeared with the iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Yeah.
So the dance goes started.
Okay.
It begins from the gentle looking guy and the beautiful looking lady to waiting go happen now. What next do we do? I get crazy. So all this away they see, they get this blood chest package. We all up our cool one, stops like that. So when I heard the story, there was no actually a yes or no answer to it, because at the end of the day, the guy turned out to be like, the next available police station is where we are going to go to settle this matter. This is beyond love now. It's beyond I love you. All the vibes
of the story beyond
all the vibes we have been having, all the conversations we have been having online before we meet here. So
the guy actually, I want us to.
The guy took her to the police station.
The guy dragged the lady, and people were like, "What's happening? What's happening?" Like, the lady was like, "We're on the first date with this guy. We've been communicating before now." The guy was like, "Yes, true, but as it is now, so the police got involved, and then they asked the guy, "What do you want?" Because it was love that brought you people to this point. What is that? The guy said, "I don't want to talk about love again. My iPhone 13 Pro Max is around 800,000 naira. And as it is now in this environment where we are now, you know how much a plot of land costs. I use that kind of money to buy a plot of land. I wouldn't be in this mess. Just tell the lady to find my phone, or find the lady, or she take an undertaking and pay me for my own phone money. I'm not loving again." So this is the story.
That is the end of the story. So today's show, that is what we will be talking about. I want to start from Amos. What's your opinion about? Do you think the guy, because obviously the guy,
Calm down.
let's come back home. So,
Like, why are you so vexed? Are you the guy?
Amos,
The
what's your
time
opinion?
There's no opinion now. Don't.
Do you think it's right for the guy to have taken the issue that far?
Koti and Shidada.
Wait.
Okay.
Taking the issue to the police station. Like, you guys have been vibing, you've been chatting, he has been expressing love to her,
Yes.
and suddenly,
Mm-hmm.
what happened?
Yes.
The lady took the phone,
Yes.
Bejad,
Ojakpa. Ben.
and the guy decided to take it beyond the love and decided to take action, thinking that the lady connived with his love interest, maybe his former love interest. What's your opinion?
My opinion. So let us even say this guy is, in quotes, too civilized not to raise his hand on this lady. Let us also assume that because there was a police station close by, now you make him carry and go police station. Now, if for somebody like me, if you look at it very well, an iPhone 13 Pro Max, not iPhone Pro, not iPhone Pro, Pro Max, 800 and something K. Now, you already said that amount reach like a plot of land, right? And then one girl come, see, if not that I don't beat a woman, I'll forever beat her.
Why would you beat her?
Because
Why?
This is it, yeah? It beats my imagination. That first, it is on a first date, right? And then I am even helping you to take pictures for whatever reason. And then my phone can't loss upon snapping or taking pictures. So what is the excuse you want to give to me now? Because it is my phone and I am only helping you. It's not like I'm going to keep that pictures in my phone. I'll still give you
But she didn't do it deliberately.
So how are we going to tell now that it was not deliberate?
Yes, but okay, let us assume she didn't do it deliberately. Why would you go that?
Assumption here is the lowest form of
But
knowledge.
again, there's an assumption I take her to the police station.
Because on every ground she is the suspect. The phone left my hand first to your hand, and then you gave it to somebody else, and you have the effrontery to tell me that you
give it.
Who gave the lady from the story?
She didn't give from the story. She didn't give out the phone to the lady without the guy's consent.
Exactly.
That is not the bone of contention here. The bone of contention is my phone don't lose because now you are the take.
But you know these things happen.
It does not happen.
No way, these things happen. So I go to the mall with my husband, for instance, and we take a selfie, and I feel like I want to have a full picture, and I'm like, hello, please, can you take a picture of us? And the person runs with you. What will my husband do?
That's
take me to the police station because of what? I think wait. I think
it's dates.
Even at that,
we don't know each other. All right.
That was extreme.
And for me to give you my phone, that means, well, it is just for the sake of pictures. And then you're giving my phone, or there's another person here that is taking pictures, and I don't see that. Who will I hold responsible?
But do you know your phone wasn't given without your own consent?
Exactly. You were there.
You were there.
You were there.
So why didn't you stop? Why didn't you tell her not to give the lady the phone?
No, now come on, we are guys now. We should not say.
So why did you now take her to the police station? Are you not a guy?
Not beat her.
No,
see.
I'm still coming back to
yes, please come back.
Esther has already started sharing her opinion, but I'm still going to ask.
My brother.
Do you think the lady is a suspect?
Like, wetin we carry, wetin we dey throw suspect how like two people went. Okay, so I get it, she may even be a suspect, but why would you take someone you vibed with online or wherever? I want to believe they just didn't meet themselves on the road and they said, oh yeah, come, let us enter. Obviously they must have been having some form of conversations before that moment, right? Definitely. So that means that you must have had an idea of who that kind of person is. You must have had a sense. You must have probably liked her vibes and all of that, and then you guys meet and this thing happen. Why would you assume in your head that she's a possible suspect? Are we sure the real deal is not the cost of the phone? Because that's the vibe I'm getting from him. Wait, calm down.
Here is this lady in
calm
question.
down. If this phone was a Nokia, if this phone was a Nokia 3310, would you still be having this conversation?
Now you're asking me this question. Let me answer. If that phone was a Nokia 3310, the lady would not ask for that phone.
No, let's just even assume that
No,
okay,
because
it's a
I
small
gave you
phone that has
specific,
camera.
This is phone. That is not the phone that was available.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You said
Okay.
the lady is suspect.
The guy obviously is not the
real
suspect.
Is not the lady, and it's not the lady.
So
We
who's
are
the
not
suspect?
focusing on the person we carry phone go now. We're not focusing on the
Exactly.
person.
So who is the suspect? Guy, the owner of the phone.
The person that ran away with the phone now,
The person that
obviously.
ran away with the phone
No.
is the suspect.
That's what I'm
You say
saying.
if you are the suspect.
And you see where
No,
the
wait,
suspect.
no. This story only happened. The thing is, if this guy in question, how will I want to connive with somebody I don't know just to implicate you? Really does not make any sense. All right.
So why does it make sense that it is the girl that is a suspect?
Because I gave you my phone and I'm taking this picture. And
have trust
I
issues,
don't know
bro.
you that much. Do you understand? I don't know you that much. It is a first date, not a second date. I mean, it takes a lifetime to know someone.
Sure.
And let us even assume they probably met for 1 week or 2 weeks and then we're going on a first date. Is that time enough to know your values, to know your principles and standard? No. So that means there are hidden behaviors that you had or motives. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let us even assume again, say you don't already connive with this lady for bad.
You have trust issues.
Okay, bro, just hold that thought. Esther,
Yes.
hold that thought. Coach T, I just want to ask you a direct question. Yes or no, before we go on a short break. Who is to be blamed?
Everybody.
I feel that the lady is not to be blamed. The guy is also not to be blamed. Things happen.
Thank you.
Unforeseen circumstances, happen. And but in this kind of situation now, I feel the guy has trust issues. And then, in a way,
And you have trust issues,
in a
by
way
the way.
also, I will blame the lady because it's a first date. In a way, not even contain herself. So all her life now is you have not come to see the look of the guy. Is he okay? Is he a good spec? Now only picture you come.
That's
see
not
it.
an issue. That's not an issue. Haba.
You can come to this studio now. This studio is beautiful, obviously. And you can decide to start taking pictures. We
You
didn't
just-
blame the lady because say she did take pictures.
Are you there for pictures or you are there to?
I'm
talk
there for
to your
everything.
first
I am
Hold
there
that
for
thought,
everything.
hold that thought,
Oh.
babe. Hold that thought. Mona, calm down. We go on a
So-
short break. When we come back from the break, the conversation will continue. Stay with us.
What does success mean to you? To a singer, success is about selling out a concert and having hit songs. To a filmmaker, success is about fans raving about his or her blockbuster movie. To an entrepreneur, success is about converting prospects into lifelong customers. For us at Visibility Solutions Media, our success is when we help you successfully tell your story and win in the marketplace. We produce videos that matter, media campaigns that sell, content that puts your brand in the spotlight. In short, we are the one your brand needs today and forever. Visit us at vsmpr.com or call 0805 468 0266.
Welcome back from the break. This is the Conversations with Kenni, and we've been talking about first date palava. Is it palava or palava? It's a palava. And I said here with me, I have Amos, I have Esther, I have Taiwo. So you wanted to say something earlier before we went on the break.
All right, so
The way you faced me.
battle time.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
Coach Teta, I ask you as a lady
Uh-huh.
that it is possible for you, lady, not to like a guy, and because of the disturbance of that guy, you reluctantly accepted to go on a first date with him
Absolutely.
with the mind that, well, let me just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Let me take
I'll
good
probably see
pictures.
him in person.
Let me see the ambience of the restaurant and let
Yeah.
me eat
Have
good
fun.
food, and have fun. And I'm not going to give him attention again. You
Uh-huh.
understand? No, in the press of doing that, and the person is not your spec, you're now taking several pictures with the guy, expensive phone, and the thing got lost, and you felt you have created a memory. You have come to create a memory, and now
For
what
yourself.
kind of memory should the guy go home with?
See,
His
life
phone lost.
life happens.
Love no happen.
Life happens. I don't like the way we are handling this conversation because you are making it look as if these things don't happen, as if it's not real life.
Sorry, let me ask you a
Okay.
question. Is
Yeah,
it these
ask me.
things the thing that happened is not a normal occurrence?
Yes,
Somebody
but
lost a
again,
phone.
life still happens.
I know
People
life
misplace
happens,
their
but I want
phones.
to ask you.
Okay.
I want to be a bit personal now.
Okay.
If you were to be the guy, what would you have done?
It is the silence for me.
Okay, wait.
Think.
Okay, so it must be the guy, yeah? I mean, of course, I'll be very upset, but I definitely will not take her to the police station. I definitely will not.
Will this as the
will
suspect?
there? I wouldn't. I would not. That's one I am very sure of. And why I said I would not is because I'm not going to bring a stranger on a first date. So I don't know what people do before a first date though. Maybe because I think I'm talking this way because myself and my husband had a period of online back and forth, WhatsApp, phone calls and all of that before we met in person. So even though I know that a physical meeting carries more weight than an online interaction, but I know how much I knew him before we saw. So there is no way I would see him in person and that kind of thing will happen and I'll now assume that he did it deliberately.
Somebody said that people change, that you know, before we started, we were talking about vibes and that it depends on the vibe you've been getting from the guy.
Yeah.
Virtually. And so somebody said even when you start, you can't count on that vibe. That vibes can't be trusted because if you guys have been chatting, you've been talking, you've been vibing. To an extent,
but you know that this lady could have actually still repaid that phone without a police station issue. Do you know?
How? On what ground?
It's just a simple conversation. I mean,
how much is the phone again?
Wait, calm down. How much is it? Is it up to $1 million?
Oh, so just for a phone?
Wait,
it just vanish like that.
About
800 and something.
The point
for
is
a plot of land.
I imagine. I imagine.
And that guy might not have a land.
I imagine I go on a date. Wait. I imagine I go on a date with someone, and that kind of thing happens. Me, Esther, would naturally think of how to refund that phone. I may not be able to refund it immediately, but it is my responsibility to ensure it is refunded.
Okay.
There is no need for him to take her to the police station. That guy has issues.
I have a question.
The thing is, Esther, is personalizing it, and judging from the way she's sounding,
agency suspect.
No, it is
obvious.
What
are you saying?
It is obvious. I'm not personalizing from her own angle.
Sorry, let's
from her own angle. That is what she'll do.
Wait, guys.
From her own angle, that is what she would do. And if you look at it very well, I don't know how many percentage of the Nigerian women out there would react that way.
That's not even proper.
No, hold up. Some women or most women would automatically go defensive. Most times,
that's generalization.
They would go. I said most women, they would go defensive.
No,
right?
I disagree.
Now it is even more annoying when we flip the coin. We don't think that the man, in his right sense, should also maybe go defensive or want to inquire, why is this happening? Why would it be my phone? I mean, you can think out of the box and imagine anything and assume anything, and you will not blame him. Somebody like me that grew up in the street, hello, if my phone lost, because I've been a church boy and I grew up, I found the Lord, I would not want to give you one or call you like this. So I would.
Okay, no, this is not
like for real though
about ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
better.
my phone. Can you see the way this phone is cracked? I was walking somewhere and the lady just like say, please, can I just take a selfie with your phone?
just can you imagine?
Yes.
It's not an iPhone, right?
No, this is Samsung. And then she took the selfie with my phone, and on the concrete, my phone fell. And my phone fell. And she was like, "Who? I made a mistake." And your phone fell. And I was like, "How did you do it?" He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, it just happened." And she gave me the phone. That was the only thing. She said, "I'm sorry, it just happened. Sorry about that." I was like, I almost like wanted to pull her wig back and give her a slap, like,
but the Spirit of God in you,
yes, my brother,
restrained you.
When I told my engineer how much is the screen for, he said, just give me 15,000-20,000 and I will fix another screen. I feel like going back to that day to tell her to come back here. They say it's 20,000 and give me the
money.
Or even give me
but I'm going to ask you a question.
Body language.
What made you decide not to reach out to lady for her to pay or take responsibility for the damage?
What made me not want to do that is that in a way she feel entitled to the way she even, the way
like
she
it's
talks.
A normal thing.
Like it's a normal. Oh, sorry, it was a mistake for me. Sorry, just drop it.
Just
like
like
that.
they go.
And that is what
I
happened
was
with most
angry.
women.
You know, I was angry.
Let me even shock you. Do
How
you know that
would
these
they
things
have brought back
happen?
the other
This thing
person?
happen most times. Like, I'm even surprised some of us are getting to know about this now. It has become, well, in a way of life, a normal. Right now, where if you as a lady, you go out with a guy and maybe you don't like this guy or you just want to have fun. Now you connive with your friends, and sometimes it is not even a phone. It might
Really?
be, it might be your wallet. It might be let us
Food
just
will
come.
What's the percentage of girls that do this?
I'm not
What's
giving.
the
I'm not giving a
percentage?
figure, but I'm saying from the stories I've heard, from the guys I have met, we've had this conversation not once, not twice. This has
Now
always
they know
been
the
the
kind
story.
girls one at the date, I beg.
This
No,
has
why
always
are
been
you-
the story.
Now
Bullets.
they know the
No,
kind
not
girls
be
one
me.
at
Me,
the
I don't
date.
feel me to because I'm any problem.
Now go
You
find
understand?
Omo
Like, you
Wobe,
can't-
they
you
expect
can't-
me she turn to
see,
Gloria Bamdo.
If I'm going on a first date,
That's a punchline there.
I'll pretend you don't hear that. If I'm going on a first date with you, it is not going to be a 1 or 2 weeks thing. Do you understand? Like, we would have a long time
Exactly.
conversation
Exactly.
for at least 4
How long
months
they have been
or 5 months.
Exactly.
But from the
Social
story,
media.
it is possible that first time date, maybe now after 2-3 days.
Eh, Kotoba told
Maybe
you a
1
Barry
week.
Coco.
Maybe 1 week.
Let's.
Yeah.
I want to ask Coach Esther.
Please.
I know the culture now, Coach.
Say please.
What's your? I want to get a bit personal. I
Okay.
hope you don't mind. So, when you met your husband, let's assume that something happened. That you met him, you guys were vibing.
And it was my phone. It was his
His
phone.
phone.
Yeah. Okay.
It was your phone.
Okay.
You guys were snapping and you gave it to a lady, and the phone, in this case, is very expensive.
Yeah.
What would you have done? Would you tell your husband you were dating him then, and your husband now? Would you tell him, now because I come on with you, this thing happened? Because some ladies can actually do it. Would actually do it. Say, I have to pay part of the money now. What would you? What would you
blame
do?
on the guy?
So, very valid. I'll be angry, right?
At who?
I'll be angry at the entire situation. I'll be angry at the fact that my phone got lost,
is
especially
natural.
in that kind of instance. Do you get? Now, because he's someone I have been having conversations with, I don't know about how these guys came about, but because he's someone I've been having conversations with, we can actually have a conversation. This phone is expensive. I have a lot of things I do with my phone. How can we meet halfway? And naturally,
How can we meet halfway? I don't understand.
Bring half of
he
the
can
money
bring half
now.
of the money.
Now,
I'll
You are
I'll
sounding like
pay
you are
with
going to be entitled.
Mhm.
You are sounding entitled.
It's not
now.
about being entitled now. My phone lost.
Is it
Wetin
because of
go
the
happen?
phone that got lost?
He sha lost. Now in hand making loss now.
No.
Show you see now. Show you see
No,
now.
but I
You
did
see now.
not. I did
Shall
not
we
take
see?
him to the police station. You see, the challenge I have in this entire story is the police station part. That is my own challenge. I don't have a challenge with the guy collecting money back from her. If you remember when I was talking earlier, I said she can pay instrumentally. I think I said something like that. I don't have a challenge with him collecting the money back.
Yeah.
It is the police station. Kilagbe Kilaju. Phone.
Can I quickly
Police
ask? Can I quickly ask?
Means
Now
that
she is
both of
saying
them
sorry.
have
Sorry,
not
sorry.
known each other
Let-
well enough.
Exactly. That's
Before they went on that
the
first date.
conversation.
So
they
my
don't
so
know
my
themselves.
question to
Let's-
her,
let's-
so my
let's
question
hear
to her
it.
now is: so you are saying the police station now is a no-no for you?
It's a no.
Now, are we also going to ignore the fact or blame this guy for even reacting the way if we remove the police station in the picture?
Of course, I won't blame him.
Which is there is every tendency to say if you slap this girl.
Why you go slap
Wait,
her? Why
wait,
they
no,
talk
I'm
this
saying
slap
there
every
is every
time?
tendency.
Don't slap
There is
anyone.
every tendency that he might even want to create a scene that is even worse than
the police
taking
station.
her to
Are
the
you
police
not a
station.
gentleman? Kilo
So what are
shey,
we
if it
saying?
was your own phone that got missing,
Mm-mm.
if you were the one that was robbed, what
Part
would you
of the
do?
responsibility of a so-called gentleman is to forfeit the money. Just let it go.
I didn't say that. That one,
Well, I'm
that one
saying,
is mumu.
if we
We
want
not be
to
mumu
look-
for
if you-
Lagos.
okay, now
no,
mumu.
that's not what we are saying.
If you're also saying I should meet you halfway, maybe okay,
Voila.
800k. Can I just drop 50k for now, and then I'll pay the rest maybe
So
in
you know
3
the
years.
challenge I have with what Esther said is that she's going to meet
Halfway.
a man. He should meet because you sounded very entitled there. That he
I'm
should
not
meet.
wait. I have an issue with your own choice of word. Why say entitled? It was my phone.
Okay.
If it was in the reverse, I would also say the same thing. If it was his phone and I was one that misplaced it, I would also ensure
not the
I
one that
take
misplaced
responsibility.
it.
compare
You're not the
yourself-
one.
You
You
are
see,
falling. You see what I'm saying?
see?
You
I'm
compare
saying
yourself
that
with the kind
either
of ladies that we
ways,
have these
either
days.
ways,
their
somebody has to
entitlement
take
mentality.
responsibility.
mentality. If
Okay.
it happens like that, you
Wait.
just see them talking like it
Defensive.
just happened. Well, I don't know what we can do. some of the way they.
That's foolishness now. No,
you
that's
don't
You
foolishness.
see, that is where we see
foolishness.
out there every now and then.
I'm not saying they don't talk like that, but that is foolishness.
Guys,
person wey wan build house, wey wan marry, no go talk wetin you talk.
Somewhere that is not
Wetin he talk? Wetin
it
he
may not
talk?
be spec.
What
It
did he-
may
what
not be
did he
a
say?
spec in the first place.
Uh-huh, now.
That's serious irresponsibility.
Esther, what
I'm
did he
sorry.
say? What did he say? I think I missed that part.
What did
Nah,
you
not
say?
forget. Okay,
Sorry.
so I
I
want
am talking about attitude and body
Okay.
language.
That an average woman would show an attitude.
I didn't say an average woman.
Okay.
I said some kind of girls that we have out these days that go on dates. Their expectation, and particularly if that guy is not a spec. Guy, you go just spend. And
You
after
don't
you finish
expect-
spe-
you don't
you
expect-
go
Most women feel entitled.
after you finish spending
That's
and everything.
foolishness.
Most
the
women
communication will
feel
start to
entitled.
drop,
And it is
drop
annoying.
until she finally come out.
How will you lose my
online.
phone and then you be telling me I'm sorry 800k lang share why I'm missing.
Okay. On
But let us agree that police station part is
That
it's
was
overboard.
extreme. It was.
What?
It's extreme.
Amos, wait.
It is not extreme because
doesn't agree.
without the police involvement probably that girl say if you no do anyhow if you no even talk say one pay.
Esther, what do you think about the lady? Because in the story, I think Coach Taiwo didn't conclude that part.
Yeah.
That the lady was made to be paying instrumental, Abi.
No.
She wrote
No,
the-
But I think he said she.
She had to write an
Undertaking.
undertaking in the police station that is going to pay half of the money. You know, now that police is involved, there's
She will
no
be
way
compelled
she will
to
not,
pay.
She will not want to pay half of the money.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts about
About how
being
what?
compelled to pay half of the money?
Person wey get sense suppose take responsibility normally.
Okay.
Person wey get sense, whether it is a male or a female. Person
What if you no
forget
get
police
sense?
station. Person wey get sense.
Yeah.
Okay, now I am in this studio. God forbid I break. I had to God forbid because it must not happen. I break. I break maybe one of their equipment.
Maybe go break camera, for example.
like camera.
You know, camera. What would naturally happen? I should take responsibility. It's just a normal responsible action. So I don't think there should be any big deal, and that's why I keep saying that I don't have an issue with her paying back. And if it was in the reverse, I don't have an issue with the guy paying back. My issue is why
Police
take it up to
involvement.
the police station? Why?
And I
Why?
will say the reason he did that, maybe you don't try. See, I'm trying to be realistic here. It is possible this
What
guy
if he has-
first had tried being a gentleman
Yes,
and it not
absolutely.
work.
The lady
He was first of
Yeah.
all speaking for me. Like, hi, what are we going to do now? And the lady was going,
well.
and then he said, hello, babe, how far, what we go do now? The girl was still removing her wig. You can't change them, come on, clothes.
It wasn't
She
my-
was still doing, you
it wasn't
can't go
my
police
fault. Let's
station.
just
Now
forget
that time
it.
she goes, okay, I will be paying half. She was saying,
so let's
person wey
say-
get sense.
Uh-huh.
Let me not even exaggerate, but if you do from 1 to 100, maybe 70
No
or
get-
60 not get sense.
I'm telling you.
Maybe
Coach,
60 to 70%, they will feel entitled. They will, this mentality
All
of
of us
you are
in
the
this
man.
space, we know what is
Yeah.
happening.
You are the man.
Yeah.
You are the head. You're rich enough to afford iPhone 13 Pro Max. So me misplacing it out of carelessness, I mean you can foot it, right?
Foot it.
So
Okay.
please now, they look at you one kind and tell you that smile. Hello, that guy.
I get that.
Okay.
I absolutely get that.
Share, listen.
I get
Ọlọ́pàá
that.
jẹ́ máa kó
Wait,
ogun
I
àmì
get
báyìí
that based on an exception.
Yeah.
The challenge I have is when you make that exception the rule. Do you understand? So he just said something that maybe the guy was trying to have a cordial conversation with her, and she was still doing, what is there? Is it not just phone? I mean, that kind of instance. So I change your phone now, normal stuff. You know,
Normal
every.
level.
I mean, it's a normal
Okay,
stuff.
so
Maybe
on that
was what
note,
led
we're on the
to
same ground.
police-
Yes.
Maybe that
Okay.
was
That's
what
why I
led to the
said
police
person wey
case.
get sense.
But that's not an
go take
assumption.
resp-
That's
Because
not
for
an assumption.
another guy, he probably will not even want to take her to the police station.
Yes.
Maybe let us have a conversation first.
That's
And
the
then
first
if
thing.
you're not sounding reasonable,
Then we can
he
escalate.
might not be thinking police station.
At all.
He might be thinking Amibarax.
Wala.
Be coming down now.
Okay, on a final note, guys. I wanted to share the two tips, young people should, know or take note
Note
of.
of
She.
on going when they are going for a first date. Yeah.
All right. So I
Yeah.
said when you are going on the first date, you should try as much as you can to major on why you are going on that first date. somebody is talking, vibing with you online, you are not very, very sure of the person. You want to see the person physically, if what he or she is saying corresponds with their body language.
Yeah,
and
true.
all that, So those are the major things that people say, okay, let's go on the first day, let's be sure of each other.
Make no be say the guy leg the pain now.
Yeah.
No, sorry, no offense. So if you have issues, we're not
Definitely online,
we are
you
nobody
can see a
shaming you.
full look of somebody,
Yeah.
but there is something about physical,
Yeah, I
physical
agree.
contact,
Yeah.
Sure.
that makes online to be different.
Yeah.
You understand? And then so the number 2 thing is that if somebody is not your spec and you are not sure of the person, don't go and overdo when you get there. Nobody will kill you on that first date after you have seen the person and whatever you see online does not correspond with what you are seeing physically. Just share grace in that place, and after which you can let the person know, oh, you really tried, I appreciate you so much, but okay, let's keep
After
it.
eating all the food.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Hello, Shati married.
Really?
They're not married. You understand?
After a guy don't spend like 50K.
Shati married.
No.
I have a right to say no.
On that part, ladies will not see a guy on the first day as somebody who is going to carry every of the load of your life. Don't go and bring 3 of your friends.
That's one.
And they have used 3 Andrew liver shots. And tell them, say, boy, me will like you. Don't come disturb me. And and by the time you collect, some guys are even very wise. Now, when you finish spending 50,000, you say we want to use the restroom. Otilo. It's gone. You will plan your friends. Maybe you didn't even come with transport. You will pay for that money, and you will know that
You'll be compelled again to pay.
Okay, let me come to. Okay, for you, that's
for
those 2
me. Yeah.
things.
So major on why you are going on that first date. Be sure of what you want
Beautiful.
on that first date, and then after which somebody is not your spec,
Share the
don't turn
grace.
the person down. Find a way to, after the first date, to cut communication.
Okay, so Coach Esther, so I want you to advise because
I have 2 tips too.
you have to tips.
Yes.
Okay. You don't want advice.
I'm not advising anybody. Go and find your
Okay.
One.
Give your 2 tips.
Carry vex money.
Why I talk with it in my mind?
Carry vex money.
Gang.
All this drama that we see online, Henronje 50K, only 50. How much is 50,000 naira?
Oh, to go.
Comment reserved.
You need to see the look on Amos' face.
More to go.
Okay, but seriously, I think it's very annoying that a lady will leave her house and expect that the guy will pay for the Uber, pay for the food, pay for everything, and they would some will even be demanding souvenir, be honorarium, like
Now pension they see the collect.
please be more responsible than that. When you get there, don't eat what you cannot pay for. Very important. You just heard they enter toilet now. You will wash toilets. You will wash plates. So just save yourself that drama and hold your money and be willing to spend that money. There is nothing wrong in saying I'm also going to pay for this.
Definitely.
Let the guy be tell you.
This Ninja that go pay.
No,
Does they play?
people don't even have faith safe.
Then
Then the second thing is don't be entitled. Nobody owes you anything in this life. The guy is not your father, neither is the girl
your mother.
He said the mother.
Foster mother.
So really, nobody owes you anything. There is anything I see online in recent times, it is this entitlement thing. It is annoying. People talk about it with so much confidence. It is the confidence for me. You are confident on another person's money. You expect that because he took you out. And so what? Can't you take yourself out? Can't you even
No, that was the question I wanted to ask.
Oh,
you,
okay, okay.
that Before I go to Amos, I wanted to ask that. I said Amos. I wanted to ask that. Who should pay on the first date?
the two of them.
50-50, Abi.
I don't care how they want to be
Can you
paid.
knock?
The two of them. Let me pay.
The two of them should
I'm
pay.
a counselor.
No,
Sorry,
why
give me
should-
my
why
moments.
Okay,
Calm down.
okay.
I'm a
Feel
counselor.
it.
It doesn't have to
Exactly.
be 50-50.
Oh yeah, let's go back. You say?
Allah. Okay, so she never ready yet.
Okay, but really, it doesn't have to be 50-50. In fact, there are some people there are some guys particularly that will just tell you, no problem. I was the one that told you to come.
But some ladies in recent times on social media have been saying the guy has to pay because it's the guy asking. See, I've interviewed a lot of people, Nollywood people,
Yes.
especially
Yes.
ladies in particular, and they will tell you that In fact,
Na person wey
there was
bring
an-
you
Yes, there was
comot.
an actress that even asked that question. She said, "Is the guy that asked her for a date now, asked her on a date, that the guy has to pay to and fro for, for transport and all that." Amos,
You know where the problem
Yeah.
is?
You
Is
say,
because
listen, now you don't want to ask the question.
the problem is coming from a point where we listen more to our celebrities. So imagine celebrities people will look up to coming out to make such statements. There is no how people will no even know it. They just hold and say, "Now him."
Strong.
Do you understand? So the influence is what I feel is affecting a majority of people out there. That is where they come out and tell me, see, now you go pay because now you ask me. I am on my own. No, you
Exactly,
said you
that's
want
what
us
they
to
say.
go out, and I'll be like, oh wow.
But wait, are you
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
But wait, maybe reason this matter. Maybe just don't attack me. Calm down. Okay, so I am sitting in my house, and then you say you want us to hang out. You said it. I didn't request for it.
Emphasis on you.
Emphasis on you.
Yeah.
I imagine. Okay, let's not
Don't
make it.
imagine.
Let's not make it a boy girl relationship. Let's just say, okay, me and my friend, for instance, and then I say, babe, let us go out. Ideally, I will pay, because I am the one that told her to come with me. Yeah. Do you understand? Ideally, I will pay. Now, if the conversation was, and I feel like going out too, and then she said, it's true, means I feel like going out too, let's go out together. Based on that conversation, we will pay. Do you get? But what happens is a guy now says, come, let us go out. And then you now expect and demand that she must pay. So I think that is just a simple conversation, really. There's
It's not as simple as
there's no
thinking.
big deal.
I'm against it. Because see, from everything she said, I'm
Okay, it's fine. It's okay.
if me as a guy, I'm asking you for a date or let's go hang out or chit chat. You self, if you don't want to go, now Ojuko Koro they do most women. If you don't want to go, say you don't want to go. Ask the normal question: who is going to pay? Stop thinking that because he asked you out, then okay, what if in ATM no can work?
There was a video I saw
Like for real.
in recent times. I don't know if you guys saw the video about.
Okay.
I really can't remember because they don't taste more about. I think they had.
12,000.
I think they had an issue over
12,000.
What really happened? Can you share?
Well, it was still the same. The guy asking the lady out, but unfortunately, the lady went to the said venue, and I think 1 hour before time, right?
Okay.
And the lady on getting there can't chop 12,000 naira
Before
Before the guy.
before the guy reached there.
there.
12k. Emphasis on 12. I'm even imagining what the guy did.
Honestly.
Now that's not the gist here. The guy got there and he was like, how far, babe? You don't chow, you don't take 1 or 2 mede. And the lady say, yes, I have. They can't bring bill. Uncle, maybe the only money with their account now 5k. You can't see 12k. First reaction, he go first of all vex or para. But I think the way he handled it, anyways, before I get to that. So instead of can't excuse himself and then can't they use eco. They call him friends, say how far. And then finally the guy came around, he left, went outside, they were inside the car. And the lady, her phone now was very low. And at the point it went off. But before then she tried calling the guy contacted and said, don't go. So the lady came outside before the guy left, and the scene just
Couldn't find the guy.
no, she saw the guy
Saw him, okay.
outside with his friend.
Okay.
It was at that spot the guy started telling her that, see, mama, you cannot come on a first date and spend 12,000 naira
Before I
and
even
expect me to pay. And then the lady, the lady is a big girl, yeah. The lady was like, okay, it is 12k, I can pay, but please, do you have a power bank charger so I can put on my phone and do the
a
transfer? But her phone don't die now. And the guy kept saying, oh, God, somewhere. You go and find charger anyway.
Oh God.
No, but the guy should have been a gentle guy enough.
No,
She-
12k.
that explanation. She needed just a power bank.
He
to
did not
boost
have
her
the charger
phone.
now. He did not have a power
Okay, the guy
bank.
didn't have.
He did not have. So
Eh,
call one.
did he explain to her that, oh babe, I don't have a power bank, and not like somewhere.
He will not even explain self.
But
he's
the
angry.
guy don't
That's
vex.
not-
You don't vex now.
That's not-
12k.
No blame ma'am. Okay, you know.
My
just-
final 2 cents.
Okay, never enter.
My final 2 cents is, if you're going out on a first date, I mean, for me, first date is not like the first time and the last time you're going to talk to this person. It should be an avenue for you to get to know this person more. Right? Ask the questions you want to ask, and then make your decisions if there is going to be a second time or a third time. Don't go there expecting, feeling entitled, looking at this man as your father and Lord and Savior and your husband to be like, that's just bow that dash. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you. I think for my own on my own part, I think if you are there, you are wondering what to do on the first date. First dates shouldn't be a time where the emphasis will be on the food. You should have conversations. As in, it's about the conversation. So emphasis is not even about taking pictures. Emphasis shouldn't be on taking pictures. Yes, taking pictures and food should be the aftermath.
Yeah, it should be serious conversations.
You understand? Conversations with Kenni or whoever
should be more important.
Should be more important. But I think these days people just
when there's free food.
Okay, let me just round off with this. One of my friends. Let me even call his name. You won't mind. Eniola, he has been on the show. He shared an example of a date he once went on. And the lady, they didn't eventually go on the date. The lady was being choosy.
Okay.
Like, the lady was actually saying, I don't want to mention some brands, but some popular fast food joints, the lady was saying she doesn't want to go to those places. She was actually looking for exorbitant restaurants.
First date.
Jesus.
So that kind of person is
going
to say,
to pay when they get
not
there.
even that one. You're going to say, that one. And pictures. You know.
And maybe siphon your money.
Eventually, I trust my guy now. They no go.
Of course.
They no go on it because it's. You know that for such a person, the focus is more on.
And I feel even the guys too are not left out on this. Let me just balance the whole thing. Men too, please, if you're going out on a first date with a lady, I mean, we have always advocated that we should be a gentleman, have this conversation with her also. If you have 20,000 to spend on the first date, tell her.
Now pride they kill you now. Now pride.
They talk now.
Sorry.
I'm talking
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, 20K.
Like if you are 20K, tell the lady. I mean, this has happened already to me. Tell the lady, take her to a place that you can afford. Yeah. You say, don't take her to one kind of place where you know that bottle water
is 5K,
is 10K, and you have just 11,000 naira.
What each is the one choosing the restaurant?
You have a right to say yes or no.
You have a right.
Like
so that's the problem with most men. We don't talk.
We want to impress.
Exactly.
We want to impress.
And you see, most of the guys we have these days feel now waiting you do. All those, made showing up at the Kariamgo restaurant, and you make the girl say yes.
But Naim, for most women, Naim. Kenni Naim.
Wait, sorry.
Kenni Naim.
I'm still coming back to you. Now don't they make this day long?
Lagos, please disagree with me if I'm not speaking, especially the Nigerian Men Association of Nigeria. Most times it is what you put out there that is not original, that is fake, that most women get attracted to. If I say by nature of what we do, if I don't have 5,000 and I come and sugarcoat you with all my mouth and tell you that I have Lamborghini, or I borrow my friend car and come to your house and pick you up, maybe the manager of one big fast restaurant is my guy. We go there, eat on credit, like 1 week, and I'm asking you out that same week, you will accept. It is just a normal this thing. The only problem now is I cannot keep up with that lifestyle.
Of course.
Do you understand? So that is where being open. But you see, for most women, all I need to do is just fake it, show you what is not there. Go borrow my friend clothes. Use
Esther,
there are people now that learn how to speak Phoenix.
If a guy is reasonable enough or direct enough to tell a lady that, babe, we are going on this first date. This is the amount I have. Would you still want to go? How many average Nigerian ladies we are set to
But
go?
he's going to find his type.
After 30 years. After 30 years.
Wait, maybe what he is looking for is his type. Abby?
No,
he's not looking for his type. He's not looking for his type.
That is when
he's not looking for his type. He's just being open.
That's the point. It is your type that will say yes to you.
Yeah.
That is where I'm now talking to guys. Go for your size.
When you say size, what do you mean by size?
Like this
Go
size.
for your size. It is not necessary that a lady that in all of the conversations you are having, all the things she used to mention and the kind of car she's even driving, you don't even have a car. and the kind of car she's driving, she's mentioned, she's just talking based on her size. But you still insist that it's that same lady you want to go out on a date with. And those things
you now be angry that she ate something 12K.
Those things that she's mentioned, those are her size.
I should compromise.
The lady can get to a restaurant now and say just what she wants to eat is 50,000 naira something.
Yeah.
It may just be pancake.
That's her level.
And based on what I said, if the lady is truly interested in building that relationship, in having meaningful conversation, getting to know the person,
yes,
the lady will compromise on those places where she won't go. Those places where they used to.
Because she said know you.
Yes, and see, like I know she will agree with
the lady will find her type.
I know.
Because I agree with what he just said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigerian ladies want you to fake everything.
They are generalizing. They are generalizing.
Okay, maybe we generalize that. Then Nigerian ladies. Since we don't generalize that.
I am in this.
Oh my God.
We were in this family life space together. And we know the things that we handle.
See, the summary. My final thoughts.
Before my final thoughts.
But my final wait. So let me say my final thoughts. My final thought is this: you will always attract your kind of person.
Bam.
Let's just keep it as simple as that. If you ask somebody else and you say that the person is materialistic, the person is calling names that you can't afford or is not within your scope, move on. There is no big deal about it.
It's not easy to move on. Some of us that have been open, honest, sincere, loving, caring, it don't take us like 10 years and counting. We never see that our type.
You will still
another
find
man
your
don't see our type, don't carry our type, they go where we don't know. So it is just this life is not balanced. See, wait. You see this life, most women that are not rich, they want a rich man. But why is it so hard that a man that is not rich wants a rich woman and it is tagged as follow your type? You see, there's no balance. See,
You make sense. You make sense.
I'm not talking again.
I'm giving you 30 seconds because I know say if you went another.
What do I say again?
Okay, you don't.
He's done.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys.
I have to say you don't. Thank you guys.
Okay, for time's sake, time is not
exactly
on our side.
Exactly. So thank you guys for coming, Coach Esther, Coach Taiwo,
famous.
As now we're not the full title. Thank you guys for joining us on today's edition of Conversations with Kenni. We're definitely going to have a part 2 of this. We're definitely going to have another edition of this section of the show. Thank you for joining us. Keep living your dreams. Be careful when you go on dates. For guys and ladies out there, don't be materialistic. Be more interested in the person than in the ambience, taking pictures and all those shenanigans. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Conversations with Kenni. It's your boy GT, the guitar man.